Let's go to Jamie Swift. She's the Ballad Health Chief Infection Prevention Officer. Jamie, your reaction to the numbers out today, and are you seeing any trends?
Obviously we're thrilled to see those numbers coming down. As you mentioned, 375 is still a lot, but it's a significant decrease from where we were. So we're going to celebrate that. We're certainly coming off of that Omicron peak, so we can say that we are well past that. We hope this decline will continue. Our new cases per day are also down pretty significantly. So we think we'll continue to see our hospitalization numbers drop, and we hope drop pretty quickly.
We know the people in your hospitals are very sick. If they're bad enough to be hospitalized at this point in the game, they're really needing some help. And so we don't want to minimize what they're going through. But you've said from the start that the sickest patients have been the unvaccinated, most of them, not all, but most of them. Is that still the case? And are you seeing patients now getting sick after being vaccinated, maybe even after being boosted, but after those vaccine and boosters wearing off, or is that concerning you?
First and foremost, certainly the majority are still unvaccinated. So we know vaccine, for the most part, is going to keep you out of the hospital, certainly keep you out of the ICU. It's really important that we may have fully vaccinated. Boosters are extremely important right now. And so we're also seeing that trend that you may have your 2 doses but end up in the hospital if you've not had that booster. Not always, but that is a little bit of a trend that we're seeing there. And then also with this many cases, as many as we had with Omicron, we know that some of our immunocompromised people, some of those people who were vaccinated and boosted but maybe just did not have a great immune response, may also end up in the hospital. So you're kind of seeing a mixture of all three, but overwhelmingly it's the unvaccinated who are still filling our hospital beds.
Am I right? There is no second booster at this point, right? I mean, if you've been double vaccinated and boosted, that's all you're cleared for at this point. Does that concern you?
That's right for the general population. The immunocompromised can get those 3 doses in a booster. So there's a little bit different guideline if you're considered immunocompromised. So if you have questions about that, let us know. We'll be glad to walk you through your schedule and when you could get that 4th dose. Right now, there's a lot of talk for the general population and 4th boosters and if it's needed. We know that the vaccine and the booster really does offer good protection. There may be some waning immunity. You may still get illness, but overall, it is still doing a really good job of keeping people out of the hospital. That's going to continue to be studied. It's a novel pandemic. We're still in it. The science is still being discovered every day. So they'll continue to study that. If and when there's a booster needed, then we'll certainly convey that information, but we may or may not get there.
You've also said that something that helps people stay out of the hospital are monoclonal antibody treatments. That therapy not so effective against the Omicron variant. You needed a specific one, and we did see recently the FDA has cleared a monoclonal antibody treatment for the Omicron variant. I know it's really new. Is there any news of it getting to our area, and what's your advice to people who do get really sick and who want to go that route?
So that's the second one that's cleared for Omicron. So we do have some of the doses of that first monoclonal antibody that's effective against Omicron. We have that and we are administering that. So certainly if you've been diagnosed and you qualify, your physician can refer that in. As far as the one that was approved last week, we know that that's going to be on short supply as well. We don't have any yet. We've not had a timeline of when that will be shipped to hospitals or to states. So we're awaiting more information. We don't expect to get an overwhelming supply, but hopefully we'll get a few doses that we can continue to give to our most at-risk people.
So for somebody who has contracted COVID and is sick and maybe is at risk for severe complications, what do they need to do? Is that a call to the doctor? Is that a call to Ballad to get that monoclonal antibody treatment?
Any physician can order the monoclonal antibody. Because it's in such short supply, it is reviewed by a COVID treatment team to make sure that they meet those NIH guidelines that we're following for distribution. So call your physician. They can certainly order those monoclonals if you qualify and they feel it's appropriate. If you don't have a physician to call, you can certainly do a telehealth appointment with a Ballad Health provider. They can make that recommendation. The treatment team will then be ultimately determine who can get that treatment based on supply and demand at the time.
Final question. We saw that the FDA, that there's been a delay potentially in approval of the vaccine for children age 5 and under. And it may not be, it might be a few weeks, if not a few months before that's approved. What's your advice to parents, especially parents with little ones, on how to be safe and what to do?
Yeah, I know that was probably disappointing for a lot of parents. It really is about following the science, and I think there's some data around the 3 dose that they really want to move forward with. And so, while disappointing, certainly I understand that there's still things you can do that you've been doing to keep your kids safe. So continue to mask. Make sure first and foremost that the adults around them are vaccinated. That's one of the best things you can do. If everyone in your house is able to be vaccinated, that's one of the safest ways to keep your younger kids safe. So all of those infection prevention measures, stay with us a little bit longer, keep trying, get those in your circle to continue to do the things to keep your young child safe.
Jamie Swift at Ballot Health, thanks as always.